Today we're not going to build, we're going to do a review of a set that we were building before. It's LEGO Trains set 7745 and we were doing the alternative build displayed here, and it's also displayed here. Alternative build, yeah, very minimalistic. I of course prepared it a bit. I don't know if it's going to work. You cannot see me at all, but it's fine, I guess. I'm so bright now again. It's always nice when there's an alternative build. Let's make it run a bit. Difficult. Yeah. Hello, this is Timo and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old LEGO. Today we're not going to build, we're going to do a review of a set that we were building before. It's LEGO Trains set 7745 and we were doing the alternative build. It's displayed here. And it's also displayed here. Yes, I never did build this set before. It's the first time, and yeah, I was surprised on different levels, on different ways. Comparing to the main build, of course, it's difficult to win. It's an unfair competition. But still, I think it's a very nice build. It's a locomotive, a steam engine, and a little station, and a buffer stop. I think the Americans, they call it a stop block. Yeah, so it's a bit like lesser than the main model, but still interesting. Let's just look at them individually. So there first we have the locomotive. It's a nice engine. It's a bit weird that the doors are red, but of course that's the thing with being the alternative build. Then it just has to be done with the bricks that are available. But still, I think it's a nice build. Yeah, I don't know if I can look a bit closer still. I have a different lens here on this now because I have a different setting here now with this big track here. And you can already guess what will happen when there's a track laying around like this. And I think I never had such a big layout on my table. So yeah, exciting. And this station, I mean, this is a nice angle, I think. Yeah, the station is very minimalistic. It's more like the office of the station director, I guess, to observe the tracks, the trains. And the platform is, the platform is just built out of two wagon base plates. And there's these lights that are, with the main build, they are in the train itself, used for the headlights and the backlights. But here they are on the station included. And the buffer stop, yeah, it's included in the layout now. So maybe I can blend in a shot that I did while I was building this build. It's quite a robust build, this buffer stop, so you can actually really hit it with a train, I think. I don't think I'm going to try it, but yeah. And that's something that is missing, like in the Lego assortment also back then, that you didn't really have like a buffer stop. So that's also nice when you have like a dead end that you can just put that thing there, but then you don't have the high-speed train, which was quite iconic. The high-speed City Express passenger train. By the way, in every language, this set has a totally different name. For example, in Dutch, it's like called Elektrische Sneltrein Concorde. So it's like, I thought that was a plane, right? And in German, it's Superpassagierzug. Yeah. Okay. What else? Alternative build. Yeah, very minimalistic. I was talking about the lights. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe we can just check that out. And I have to connect here. Power unit. I, of course, prepared it a bit. And then I have to see where I have to plug it. Yes, right here. Voila. And yeah. That's amazing, right? And let's give it a try. I prepared something, and I don't know if it's going to work. And yes, there's something missing, because those are the lights that are in the build. You cannot see me at all, but that's fine, I guess. But I add some extra light here. Let's see if it works. And then, yeah, the HUD of the station director, station manager is also now on, glowing the light there. And yeah. Yes, so if you have a lot of these lights, then you can light up your entire city. And which is very nice, I think. But in this case, it's a bit less. Let's just put the lights back again. I mean, the filming light. Oh, so. Yes, so then you just have a little impression about how it is when you have actually lights in Lego builds. Something that you don't have anymore with modern Lego. Would be really nice actually when they just add lights to sets, you know. So back then you had this 12-volt system and you had these lights, and then yeah, I was also lighting up my city, but I have a couple of these lights. The only thing is that the wires are not so pretty. Huh? Yeah. What should I say more about this build? Of course, it's always nice when there's an I'm so bright now again. It's always nice when there's an alternative build in a set. And I think this is actually a nice alternative build. The thing is, if it would be a set on its own, then it would be a bit like too less, I think. But for an alternative build, it's good, I think. And so there was not really like a clear layout. Of course, in this set, you have those tracks included. The pieces for a layout like that, but on the picture of the alternative build, it's just only like a straight track. So that's why I was also not really. Normally, when I'm building the set, I already give it a run, but in this case, I was thinking like, yeah, let's just maybe wait till the review, and then let's do it on that moment. What else? Yeah, I think it's a good alternative build. And let's make it run a bit. That's always nice, of course. I have to... It's an old system, this 12-volt system. It's always like a challenge that it will run again. The lights went off here. That's just a very common thing with this 12-volt system, that these connectors, these plugs are not really well... Let's move this out. Connecting. Yeah. So it's always a bit like pushing it a bit, and then suddenly it's running. And I have switches now in this layout, and those switches are always a bit, you see, also back then, they were always a bit difficult. So it's like the other thing is maybe you already saw it. I did put some lights in this locomotive also. That should not be in the alternative build because they are there. But as I mentioned, I had some more. And now the wire is a bit getting stuck. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. I can just turn the locomotive and see if it's still the same problem. Because I just wanted to show the headlights. Now it's working. And yeah, you have to run in quite full speed over these switches. Otherwise, it's just not really working. Yeah. So let's put it back. Yeah, that's the problem. That's not really working. It's getting always stuck. I just put it the way it was. It's always getting stuck on these switches, and that was not. That's not like because it's because it's an old system. It's just because it's. It was already back then. Back then, the switches were also an issue. Yeah. Maybe for the one that remembered, build another train from the 12-volt era, an alternative build. I was thinking, let's just combine those two. So yeah, the switches. And you see the lights here also flickering. So that was the entire thing with this system. Ah. Yeah, this was already back then. It was already back then like this. Just a little disturbance. Oh, no, it's staying. No, it's staying. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to introduce it, and that's why I was laying an entire track in front of me with switches and everything, so I could have like 1 minute still showing this other alternative build. It's like also like probably the last time that you will see it, because I will do the main model of this train, the main build. So. And this is very difficult with this 12-volt trains, this motor block, to move it with the hand. And I wanted to show one more thing, is that these rods, when I was building the alternative build, I totally forgot to put them. And also in the review, I didn't think about it. So yeah. Let's take a bit of a look at it with the rods included. And then, yeah. And then, yeah, that was the last time that you probably see it. And also that you see this alternative build, because main build, that's what I will do now. And, or now, soon. Yeah, so. Let's drive this away, and let's park it there off the camera. And then we have, like this. Yes, and then we have the alternative build of 7745. High-speed City Express passenger train, released in 1985, 737 parts. By the way, talking about the parts, this is what still is left with this alternative build. So all those bricks are just not involved in the alternative build, but will be involved, will be also used in the main build. Yeah, that's the last thing I think that was important to mention. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's very important for my channel to grow. You can also leave a comment in the comment section. I always appreciate that. Yeah, I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.